Gurave Gaurachandra Radhikantara Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Nandanandanam Bande Radhika Charanatwayam Gopi Jana Samayuktam Vrindavan Manoharam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnupada Jidandi Swami, Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus, Nitya-Lila Prashni Gaura Govinda Gosai Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta, Madhusudha Gosai Maharaj, all the devotees, all Kartik Ratis, Dandavad pranams. So, we hear the glories of punishment. Punishment should not be underestimated. So actually, without the kick of Vaishnava, without the kick of Nityananda Prabhu, no one can become free from their bad habits. So two ways Vaishnava gives mercy. One is by instruction, and if that doesn't work, punishment. So, the two sons of Kuber, actually Kuber is a bit of devotee, he's a devotee of Mahadev mostly. So Mahadev and Kuber have close relationship. So, when Vaishnava has interest in someone, then Bhagavan has interest in him. When Vaishnava feels affection for someone, that means Bhagavan's mercy will very soon come. So when Narad saw the condition of these two boys, completely intoxicated, desnudo, what to say, naked, intoxicated by what? Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shruti. 4 intoxications. I think Indra spoke this first. Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shruti, Devanya, Puman. 4 things cause madness. High birth, beauty, wealth, and education. High education. This gives so much pride. So especially the intoxication of wealth is the most severe. Because if you have wealth, you can get everything else. Like Donald Trump, for example. Not the most handsome man in the world. Especially in old age. But still, we see, yes, beautiful women, always. Education automatically follows. If you have wealth, education follows. Like Henry Ford, I think did he finish high school? No guarantee. So someone asked him, now you're so wealthy, you should get an education. He said, no need. If I need a PhD, I just buy one. Someone asked, well, how can you buy a PhD? He said, easily, I just go to someone with a PhD and say, you work for me. I bought my PhD. So, anyway, so of all intoxication, wealth, he was the greatest madness. So, Kuber is the god of wealth. So his sons enjoy like crazy. They say, if a father is very wealthy, then by 2 generations that everything will be spoiled. Like myself, for example. Father, born poor, struggled, and made something of his life, but we never struggled. Never, no shortage of anything. Therefore, a little spoiled. Therefore, sons of the imaginary sons of the god of wealth. Therefore, mad. So Narad Muni came past them. As if Narad Muni is not unaware of the enjoyment in the heavenly planets. Narad Muni perfectly aware of what goes on there. In the heavenly planets, there's no rules. Only wife or not like that. Dharma is only here. Rules and regulations of the Vedas mostly for human beings. But heavenly planets, no rules. There's no sin there. no karma. There is only enjoyment. So in such a situation, very hard to do bhajan in heavenly planets. There is so much enjoyment, so much nectar, so many wish-fulfilling trees. The wish-fulfilling trees in Swarga, they're there in the gardens, in the Nandakanan gardens of Indra. What you want, the tree becomes that. Whatever you want, the tree takes that form. So they're intoxicated there, always enjoying. Therefore, many ladies there in one, some pond, sarovar. They were without cloth. The girls must have been similarly ready. So when Narad Muni came there, then the girls felt shame. They ran away to cover their bodies. Then when enjoyment is stopped, then comes anger. Krishna says, from contemplation of the object of the senses comes attachment. When too much attached, then comes lust. When lust is unfulfilled, and one class in Bhubaneswar, Guru Maharaj had collected all these cuttings from the newspapers. And he gave a class just reading from the newspaper. Very interesting. He said, the proof is when lust is not fulfilled, then comes anger. Many, many examples he was giving from the newspaper, the one-day newspaper. Some man, he fallen in love with someone else's wife, and didn't work out, so he killed someone and killed the family. One after another, many, many examples. That's why many times we become angry at Vaishnavas, right? Because their job is to take us to seva, and our mind is always going to enjoyment. So some conflict is there, conflict of interest. What we are interested in and what they are interested in, there is a conflict. So many times when Vaishnavas stop our enjoyment, then comes anger. Therefore Gurudev would give Harinam, he'd say, why we keep our fingers out of the bead bag? Because when we're angry, what we do? When we're angry, we do that. Or even worse, kill someone. But finger is the root. So Gurudev would always say, anger destroys devotion. So finger we always keep outside. So when Narad Muni, Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When the girls heard the Nam Sankirtan, then they covered themselves, ran away. But the boys felt no shame because too much lusty. Also they were intoxicated. That's why devotees should not smoke ganja, drink alcohol, ayahuasca. Right? When Kunju and I went to Brazil, we had the ayahuasca wars. Because you take intoxication, you cannot control your senses anymore. Senses become very powerful. We see when people drink, what happens? They cannot walk, they cannot speak, they cannot control anymore. So intoxication of alcohol, Madira, as well as the intoxication of lust, and then Narad Muni comes and stops. So they became very angry, they began to abuse Narad Rishi. Very bad language. Actually, Narad is Trinadapi Siddhichana. Actually, it's very hard to make Vaishnava Aparad. Guru Maharaj would say, very hard to make Vaishnava Aparad. Because number one, you have to find a Vaishnava. That's hard. In this world, where is Vaishnava? Haribhakti Sadhurva. Vaishnava is very rare. So first, you have to find a Vaishnava. And then you have to offend them. To offend a Vaishnava is also not so easy. Because Trinadapi Siddhichana. The Vaishnava is thinking, I am the worst, I am the lowest. So it's very hard to offend someone like that. Like Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Someone criticized him. Puri Maharaj is just a Kanishta Adhikari. Why? Because he would spend hours every day worshipping the deities. Actually, his Gayatri would take 2 hours. I saw. His Gayatri would take 2 hours. Then someone asked him, why your Gayatri takes so long, Maharaj? He said, because he has installed many deities. I said, and those people are doing proper seva, I don't know, but I'm responsible because I installed the deities. When he does his Gayatri, he goes to all his installed deities and serves them. So someone said, he is Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta Adhikari means they have faith in the deity, they have faith in Govardhan Parikram, they have faith in it, but no faith in Harikatha. No faith in Vaishnava Sangha. Actually, the Bhagavan present in the heart of the Vaishnava is more important than Bhagavan in the altar. Because Bhagavan in the altar doesn't speak anything to us. He just remains silent. But Bhagavan in the heart of the Vaishnava does not remain silent. Guru Maharaj would say, the deity is neutral, but Vaishnava is not neutral. They have affection for us. So we should always, people who give more importance to Govardhan Parikram, or more importance to the deity, or they give more importance to that than to association of Vaishnava, that is great mistake. Like we are very lucky here to do parikram with Didi in the mornings. But we give that up and go and do parikram with some deity outside. Anyway, how much the benefit that will get us, I'm not too sure. So we should always try to give so much importance to Vaishnava Sangha, give emphasis to that. And there was Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj when he was doing Brahmana Parikram with his Gurudev. Everyone was going to Charan Pahad. But Saraswati Thakur was giving some katha. So Bhaktivedanta Abhay Charanaravinda said, I can see Charan Pahari anytime, but I cannot be with my Gurudev every time. He stayed there listening to some instruction. Then Saraswati Thakur said, oh, I have noted him, he likes to hear, he does not go away, he does not run away. I have marked him. So, Abhay Charan said that was my qualification, I liked Vaishnava Sangha. So, we should not neglect even a moment association. So anyway, this Narad Muni, he is not easily offended. Like when Hiranyakasipu and that were in charge of the universe, Narad Muni would also go there, Jai Hiranyakasipu. Situation was like that. So number one, it's not easy to find a Vaishnava, and number two, it's not very easy to offend them. But if you are very determined, you can do it. If they were abusing Narad Muni, but Narad Muni, his heart not became angry, he became full of compassion. Well, these are the sons of Kubera. Father is devotee, but they are wasting their lives in useless material enjoyment. So Narad became angry, he became full of compassion. And that compassion, Madhavi, paying attention? What did I just say? It's not enough, Madhavi, just to live in the temple. You have to actually be here. Anyway, what can I say? So, then Narad gave curse. Not curse, blessing. Vaishnava blessing, very difficult to understand. Sometimes Vaishnava is curse, but that curse is a blessing. Like there was one devotee in Australia, he was brahmachari, red cloth. But he took off his red cloth and he was searching for something. And whenever Gurudeva tried to instruct him, he would just laugh. I saw for many years. He just very lightly he treated everything. Then we were in Australia and someone was doing Guru Puja, and this devotee was in the back trying to hide. Gurudeva called him, shouted, "Oh, you see, you're making many plans to be happy. I curse you, in this life you will never be happy." Yeah, he wasn't laughing after that. Would have knocked the smile off his face. Then afterwards we were talking about Gurudev said, Gurudev also used to curse people. You will be bereft of enjoyment, but that is big blessing of Vaishnavas. Prahlad Maharaj says, Nanda Vidu Svatakatam. Those whose Adanta Gobira Visitamani Tamisham Puna Punis Chalana Chalana. those who have no control of their mind or senses. Their inclination towards Bhagavan cannot be achieved by their own efforts, by the efforts of others, or a combination of both. If mind and senses are under control. So sometimes big punishment, big kick. So Narada Muni gave that. That is power of Mahabharata. Gurudev would say, we may spend many years in association of Madhya Madhikari. But we will get pure bhakti is also no guarantee. But even the moment association with high-class Vaishnava, you can get it. So their blessing or their curse, both ways mercy. Many times we don't understand the punishment of a Vaishnava. In this world, if someone does not fulfill our desire, we become angry. But Vaishnava is not like that, because they have no desire. So that anger is only mercy. So Narada Muni said, you are very proud of your wealth. So he cursed them, Shri Heen, I take away all your Sri, all your opulence. And of all species of life, what is the poorest species of life? Shri. Even a dog can go door to door for a chapati. Even a cat can walk to the river and drink something, but a tree cannot do anything. He cannot ask for food, he cannot ask for water. If it's cold, he cannot do anything to keep warm. If it's hot, he cannot take shelter. So of all species of life, tree is the poorest. And especially like Sadhu Maharaj was saying, if someone is very lusty, become tree. Like tree have no shame. So very lusty person also no shame. So become trees. So Vaishnava may give punishment, but like if we do offense, no problem, no problem. If we do offense, still we have the freedom to ask forgiveness. Everyone does mistakes. Someone said, a rascal is recognized as long as he does not beg forgiveness. When he begs forgiveness, he ceases to be a rascal. So, Nalkuver, what their names? Manigriv. Nalkuver, Manigriv did aparad, but they had good sense to ask forgiveness. So, as soon as Narada Muni said, become tree, their bodies immediately began hardening. Immediately, as soon as they spoke, bodies began hardening. But when they begged forgiveness, then Narada Muni's heart melted. Gurudev says, butter, you have to hold it, then it melts. But the hearts of the sadhus are softer than butter. Like Didi would often say, even if someone did many offenses to Gurudev, but they would fall down at Gurudev's feet and little beg, cry, Gurudev would always forgive, always forgive. There's once, in Rupsanatan was one old lady, Bimala Devi, very dear to me. She came here every afternoon. Maharaj would speak at Tafel for years, every afternoon. Okay? So something happened, some complaint came to Gurudev about Devi. And that complaint came to Bimala Devi. This complaint is going on. Many years, many people would complain to Gurudev about Devi. Many, many years. I mean, if someone's really happy in this world, very few people tolerate it. They always make, out of envy, they try to break, give disturbance to that relationship by complaining. So Bimala Didi, she said, I remember Didi sometimes tells us that. Bimala Didi said, no matter what happens today, you have to go to Gurudev, catch his feet and cry. Why? Don't ask why, you just have to do it. You have to do it. So they begged forgiveness, and Narada Muni had given curse. He said, you'll still be trees, but you'll be trees in the courtyard of Nandabhav, courtyard of Gokul. So this is not some small blessing. We are lucky we are born in Spain or Switzerland or Ufa. We are born in very bad places. Some big mercy we can do. Some big mercy. So one time someone said, two types of devotee live in Braj. Brajavasi and Brajajan. Who's outside and comes here, they're Brajavasi. But who born here, Brajajam. So anyway, we're trying to be Brajabasi. Born outside, but anyway coming here. But no, this is no small security to be born here. And we are born here, but still we're living here, but still half of us is Swiss, half is California. It's very hard to be born here, not some small security. If one does a lot of bhajan and reaches the stage of Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, then Bhav Bhakti. If one reaches the stage of Bhav Bhakti, then Yogamaya transfers you to the universe where Krishna is doing his lila. Then you can meet Krishna for the first time, directly. So this is called Vastu Siddhi. Swarup Siddhi when you realize your form, your internal form. And Vastu Siddhi when you're transferred to the lila of Krishna. So when we say Nitya Lila Pravish, this is not some small thing. Every Vaishnava that leaves the body is not Nitya Lila Pravish. So knowing this takes a lot of sadhana bhajan. Bhav Bhakti, Yogamaya transfers. But these Mani Griva Nala Kuber, no Mangalati, no Akadasi, no Sadhusang, no Kartik Vrat. What they did, Narad Muni just immediately transferred them to Krishna's pastimes. This is called Kripa Siddhi. 3 types of Siddhi. Nitya Siddhi, those who are always eternally perfect. Sadhan Siddhi, one who achieves perfection by sadhana. And the third is Kripa Siddhi. Kripa Siddhi. No sadhan bhajan, but anyhow, somehow got mercy of Bhagavan or devotee. Many like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his mercy was like that. Okay, Giri, still going? Try and hang it down. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this type of mercy, like in the forest of Jharkhand, many lions, deers, snakes, shlong, rhinoceros, many different types of plants, insects. No sadhan bhajan, nothing. They just saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu gave them perfection, siddhi. Huh? Prem. Imagine that. That is the glories of being born when Mahaprabhu was born and appears in this world. It said, Dula Prema hoite Dula Badarshan. Dula hoya darshan. Just by seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from a distance, you will get prema. So Bhagavan also giving Kripa Siddhi. Mahaprabhu is the example. Ramchandra also, little less, but also. Ramchandra also giving, like he touched one Aholya. She was the wife of Augusta Rishi. Huh? Gautam Rishi. She was very beautiful. Then Indra, the king of heaven, fell in love with her. So when Gautam Rishi went to the forest to collect some flowers, then Indra came in disguise of Gautam Rishi. This is quite common actually. Yesterday was the wedding of Shalagram and Tulsi. So actually Lord Vishnu was cursed by Brindadevi. There was one demon called Javasanda who was born from the anger of Shiva. No one could kill him. No one could defeat him. Even Brahma and Vishnu and Shiva couldn't finish him. Because his wife, Brinda, was very chaste. So anyway, it's a long story, but the only way they could kill him, Vishnu came disguised as Jarasandha and enjoyed with him. And when she realized, this is not my husband, then she cursed Vishnu. You are very stone-hearted, become a stone. Then Vishnu gave blessing. And you always be with me as my wife, as Tulsi did. So in the same way, Indra became Gautam Rishi. But she knew this is not my husband. She knew that Indra is very handsome, so she enjoyed with him. So Gautam Rishi cursed her. You are like a stone-hearted woman. A woman who has no affection for her husband is like stone-hearted. Actually, women have too much responsibility for dharma, too much responsibility. Actually, pretty much a lot of things rest on them. The family rests on the woman. society rests on the woman. So anyway, Gautam Rishi cursed her, become a stone. Then she also begged forgiveness. I'm very sorry, forgive me. And he said, I bless you, Bhagavan will deliver you at the end of Dwapara Yuga. But this was Satya Yuga. So normally the Yugas go Satya, Dwapara, Treta, then Kali Yuga. That means you have to wait millions and millions of years to be delivered. But this is Satya Yuga. But when she begged forgiveness, then Gautam Rishi is so powerful, he swapped the Yugas around. So this, what's it called? This Chatur Yuga, then they go Satya, Treta, Dwapara, because of the Gautam Rishi. So sadhu give curse, but we are intelligent, we can get their mercy also. So Lord Ramchandra, when he walked, he touched that stone with his foot, she became liberated. So Bhagavan gave Kripa Siddha, but this is quite rare. But Vaishnava also gave it. But Guru Maharaj said we should not depend on that. Like, sometimes people get honorary degrees, right? Sometimes, like Nelson Mandela, he's not uneducated, but he got like 15 or 20 honorary degrees. Means no study, nothing, but you got that position. So Guru Maharaj said, if you get an honorary degree, that is very good, but that doesn't mean you don't have to study when you're in college. Well, maybe I get the honorary degree, you should not rely on it. So Guru Maharaj said, we are all praying for Kripa Siddha, but we should not rely on that. We have to do some sadhana. So he became, these two boys immediately became trees within the courtyard of Nanda Baba. And now everybody blessed that you will be liberated by Swayam Bhagavan himself. Everyone still awake? Haribol. Only 2 more days of Kartik. So Krishna remembered the words of God. When baby Krishna was now bound to my mother Yasoda, still he had desire to play. So Sridham, especially Madhu Mangal, Arjun, Ujjval, these are all Krishna's most Priyanama souls. They began pushing the grinding mortar outside. And Krishna, still there, Shamal? Maybe you want to give a lecture? Shamal talks so much until you put a microphone in front of him, then silent. So the boy is pushing this Utkal outside. Then Krishna remembered Narada Muni's words. Bhagavan cannot neglect the words of the Vaishnava. So when Vaishnava gives us shelter, then Krishna has to also give shelter. That's why devotees called Ashray Bhagavan. So Krishna remembered the words of Narada. When these two boys were so close, twins. Generally you see twins have so much affection for each other. Because together in the womb. So they're both two separate trees but joined in one root. Like Jagai Madai. 2 bodies but one soul. So when Nityananda saved Madai, saved Jagai, when Mahaprabhu gave prem to Jagai because he protected Nityananda. So when Jagai developed prem, then the other brother also changed his heart because so much close. This is proof that we have affectionate feelings for Vaishnava, then their mood will come to us. And we have enmity towards Vaishnava, opposite result will come. So Krishna went between the 2 trees, then the grinding mortar became stuck. Then Krishna became angry because his enjoyment now checked. So Krishna glanced back. Some say the glance of Krishna broke those 2 trees. Because the angry glance of Krishna. So he pulled and those 2 huge trees fell down. Arjun tree. Arjun tree is very strong. When these trees fell down, then baby Krishna was in the middle, they fell like this. On either side of baby Krishna. Maharaj, Haribol. So huge sound came. And then these 2 boys, they were demigods, cursed to be trees, they came out in their demigod form. So many times this happened. So these demigods, normally when Krishna liberates a demigod, what happens to them? Giri?
They say it again?
Thank you.
Liberates demigod.
When a demigod is cursed and Bhagavan liberates that demigod, they become demigods and go back to heaven. 99% you see that. But this Manigriva and Nanda Kubeya are different because they had so much association of Narad, and also they had seen all Krishna's Leela. Also living in Braj, this is one name of Bhakti. A tree not grown 1-2 years, that means for hundreds and hundreds of years they were touching the dust of Braj. The curse of Narad was there. They had seen all Krishna's baby Leela, so they developed so much desire for Bhakti. So when they prayed for that. Normally demigod just prays and goes back to heaven. But these two are different. They prayed for Bhakti. Oh Krishna, may our hands always engage in your seva. When they prayed, and we see the prayers, may our hands always engage in your seva. May our minds always think of you. May our heads always bow to your presence in the hearts of every living entity. Who has that type of vision? This is only Mahabhagavad has that type of vision. Who sees Bhagavan in the heart of everyone and does pranam. Siramai Sabajagajan. So these two boys had devotion and they prayed for devotion. So what did Krishna give them? Devotion. So Krishna said, the words of Narad are infallible, cannot be true. So Narad has desired your good fortune, therefore I am also forced to give that. So they prayed to become devotees, therefore Krishna gave them position where? Golok Vrindavan. And what was their seva? Shravan Kirtan. I think one was expert in Madhurya Ras, the other one was Vilsaka, but he also expert in Kirtan. So two brothers, same Sangha, but one Madhurya Ras, one Sakya Ras. Again and again we see the same proof of the inherent nature of the art. Many, especially the Babajis, they say, no, according to Guru, you get that same mood, according to association and mercy of Guru. Guru gives the Siddhadeha. But we see again in Bhagavatam, this is not true. Why Manigriva and Nanda Kubeya didn't become like Narad? Narad is not a Parshad of Braj. Narad is in Vaikuntha. So according to the philosophy of the Babajis, because of their association with Narad, they should have also gone to Vaikuntha. But both disciples had a different mood than Guru. Because bhakti is inherent. Gurudev does not give Sarup, Bhagavan gives Sarup. So again, this is also one proof in Bhagavatam. So these two boys, they went to Golok Vrindavan. And they became like Nityananda. If you read Gopal Champu of Jiva Goswami, like materialists every day, they go home and watch Facebook or something, watch the television. So in Golok Vrindavan there's no television, but there's Harikatha. So every evening, all Brijbasi gather for some entertainment. Different types of entertainment. Some days there's jugglers, magicians, singers, musicians. Sometimes different people read the Puranas. But mostly there's Harikatha. And who is speaking is two brothers, Madhukanta and Snigdhakanta. And who's asking the questions? Nanda Baba is asking the questions. We see Gopal Champu, Nanda Baba is Nityananda. And these two boys are southern siddhas, but still Nanda Baba asking them about Harikatha. So when we go to Golok Vrindavan that time, there will be no real difference between sadhan siddhas and the nitya siddhas, and all become siddhas. Like Jiva Goswami gives example, if you take gold from the mountain and gold from the jewelry shop, it's same thing. Still will become same like them. Koro more atmasa. Pujapad Trivika Maharaj said, you'll be the same, but still you'll be a little bit under guidance. One day Gurudev and Trivika Maharaj were arguing. Pujapad Trivika Maharaj, Gurudev was saying, when you go there, everyone becomes Raga. And Chirika Maharaj was saying, you go there, but still you'll be under the guidance of the Ragamik. So they're also Raganuga there. Like this, they were a little bit joking like that. So Radha Krishna give us swarups just like their own forms. So kind. And so that is all the person. So Krishna said, there's one verse. When someone meets my Vaishnava who is one-pointed, I forget the verse. What is that verse, Maharaj?
Yeah.
Krishna says to Manigriv Navakuvera, Na Maya Kamta Bhaktana?
Na Maya Kamta Gun Doso Bhavat Guna.
No.
Sadhunam Smritanam Bhuje Sarvasya.
When you see my devotee whose mind is fixed.
Oh, Vani Guna.
Anyway, I'll go on Google Guru and have a look. Na Maya Kamta, anyway. Krishna says, when one sees the Vaishnavas whose mind is fixed on me, that time the bondage of Maya not more catch them. So Kartik Ratha almost finished. So we are very lucky this month to hear. But hearing is also in Goloka Vrindavan. So these activities of Nam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, these are all eternal. So here is hearing, here is Shravan, Kirtan and Smaran. And Goloka Vrindavan is also Shravan, Kirtan and Smaran. Only difference here we have some obstacles, so we are like a green mango. And in Goloka Vrindavan is like ripe mango. The same mango, same activities. Go Brahmana.
वन्दे गुरुं पदद्वन्द्वं भक्तवृन्दसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणद्वयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं वृन्दावनमनोहरम् अंगश्यामलिं छटाभिर्हितो वन्दे कृतिन्दीवरम् जड्यञ्जागुरुरोचिसामविदधतं पठामरस्य श्रिया वृन्दारण्यनिवासिनं हृदि लसद्दामाभिरामोदरम् राधास्कन्धनिवेशितो जगत् भुजमध्यायं दामोदरम् श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। सर्वाग्रे मध्य गुरुपाद पद्म नित्य पृष्ठों विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शस्त्र भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन मुझसे महाराज नित्य पृष्ठों विष्णुपाद अष्ट भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्ते महाराज तथा समस्त रूपानुगुरु वर्गों के चरणों में अनंत कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए की कृपा की प्रार्थना करते उपस्थित समस्त वैष्णव जन्मार्थे जन सभी के प्रति तथा जो दंडवत तरीका हम लोग कार्तिक मास नियम सेवा व्रत पालन करते हुए श्री दामोदर अष्टक पाठ श्रवण करते हैं। कथा तो अनंत है, नमो अनंत लीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम, लेकिन समय सीमित है। सतवट मुनि दामोदर के चरणों में प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं कि आप बहुत कुछ दे सकते हैं, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मुझे जो चाहिए, जितना चाहिए, आप उस पर ध्यान दीजिए। क्योंकि गुरु वैष्णव का अनुगत करने से, संग करने से, भजन करने से व्यक्ति का विवेक बढ़ता है, और जब विवेक बढ़ता है तो उसे समझ में आता है कि मुझे क्या चाहिए और क्या नहीं चाहिए। जब तक विवेक का उदय नहीं होता तब तक वो बैल की तरह, जैसे बैल को कुछ भी खिला दो मिला करके सबको बराबर ही समझता है। घास दे दो, भूसा दे दो, खली दे दो, अंगूर दे दो, तो सब पेट भरने से मतलब। उसमें कौन सार है, कौन असार है, किसमें कितना है, वो बोलो ना, बैल बोलो, बुल बोलो, कोई भी एनिमल्स बोलो, क्योंकि उसमें विवेक इतना नहीं होता कि किसको खाना किसको नहीं खाना, जो मिलेगा उसको बस पेट भरना। संसार के लोग जो होते हैं वो बस विषय जैसे शुक्र की तरह, सुबह बस भरी भरी उदर विषय को धायो जैसे शुक्र करा, पेट भरने के लिए बस वो दौड़ता है विष्ठा को कर। ऐसे विषय रूपी विष को खाने के लिए, विष्ठा को खाने के लिए हम लोग भाग रहे हैं शुक्र की तरह। लेकिन जब साधु संग में आएंगे, भगवत कृपा होगी, भगवान से प्रार्थना करेंगे, मत चित्ता मदगत प्राण बोधयन परस्पर कथयन तस्म नाम मामि किंतु संति तरफ तेषां सतत युक्तानां भजतां प्रीति पूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धि योगं तम जेन माम उपयामि। जब परस्पर में चर्चा करेंगे तो सत्संग से विवेक होता है, और सतत युक्त होकर जब भजन करेंगे, प्रार्थना करेंगे प्रीति पूर्वक, तो भगवान को बुद्धि योग देते हैं। तो सत्य वर्तमुनि से बुद्धि इतना सूक्ष्म होता चला गया, जैसे जैसे कथा सुने उतने मात्र में सूक्ष्म वस्तु का दर्शन होता है। कथा से पहले मोटा मोटी देखते हैं, लेकिन जब कथा सुनेंगे तो सूक्ष्म को चलेगा। जथा जथा आत्मा प्रवृत्तो असौ मत पुण्य गाथा श्रवणाभिधाने तथा तथा पश्यति वस्तु सूक्ष्म चक्षुर जथैव अंजन संप्रति। जितना परिमाण में हरि कथा सुनेंगे, सत्संग साधु संग करेंगे, जितनी मात्रा में अनर्थ की निवृत्ति होगी, निष्ठा रुचि भाव का उदय होगा, प्रेम का स्तर पर पहुंचेंगे, तो उतने मात्रा में सूक्ष्म वस्तु को देखेंगे। तथा तथा पश्यति वस्तु सूक्ष्म, जैसे आंख में अंजन लगा, आंख से कम दिखाई पड़ता है, दवाई डालो अंजन लगा तो धीरे धीरे उसकी रोशनी बढ़ती है, और छोटे छोटे अक्षर भी पढ़ने लग सकते, देख सकते। तो हरि कथा से अनुभव होता है, और फिर व्यक्ति उस भक्ति योग में भावित होकर के जो जो सोचता है, जो जो भावना करता है, वही चीज को प्राप्त होता है। तो सत्यव्रत मुनि जी बढ़ते बढ़ते बहुत गहराई में जाते, और एक शुद्ध भक्ति का सिद्धांत स्थापित करेंगे। जो शुद्ध भक्ति करते हैं उनको भक्ति के अतिरिक्त, भगवान के अतिरिक्त कुछ नहीं चाहिए। उनको बिल्कुल निष्काम होकर केवल चातक की तरह केवल मेघ से मांगता है, और किसी से कुछ नहीं मांगता। कोई कितना पानी ले आए, पानी में डुबा दो, पानी नहीं पीता, उसको स्वाति का गुण चाहिए, कृष्ण से चाहिए। तो चातक की तरह, जैसे लोग को सामने कहते, हे दीन बंधु, आप मुझ पर कृपा करिए अथवा दंड दीजिए, दोनों स्थिति में मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता, आप जैसे मर्जी करें। विरचयि मयि दंडम दीन बंधो वा दयं वा गतिर्न काचित् मम नस्ति। मेरा आपका अतिरिक्त कोई गति नहीं, कोई स्थान नहीं, कोई प्राप्ति नहीं। मेरी स्थिति चातक जैसा है। निपततु सत्कोटि निर्भरम वा नवाम्ब तदपि कील पयोदस्त्वेत चातके। मैं चातक के मांगने पर पानी दे भी सकता है, कई बार नहीं भी देता। मैं आसमान उड़ता हुआ चोंच को ऊपर करके पी 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 ऐसे बोलता है, मुंह खोलते रहते, ऐसे करते रहते, और उसमें मेघ का बूंद कुछ पड़ेगा, पी के अतिरिक्त हो जाता। और कई बार मेघ उसकी पी पी को ध्यान नहीं देता, और घुड़के हम गरजता है उसको, देख गरजता ना घुड़के, उसको भी नहीं मानता तो उसके ऊपर वज्र फेंक देता, थंडर बोल। किंतु गुड लक, मारा नहीं, पंख पंख टूट काट गया, धड़ाम से जमीन पे समुद्र के जल पे गिर गया। लेकिन फिर भी अपनी निष्ठा को नहीं छोड़ता, समुद्र के जल पर गिरता है लेकिन चोंच को ऊपर कर देता है, पानी में नहीं डूबने देता चोंच, उसका जो बीक है मुंह पानी में नहीं जाता, ऊपर कर देता। मरते मरते वो समुद्र के पानी को नहीं छूता, नहीं पीना चाहता, क्योंकि उसका है ही नहीं, उससे उसका तो मतलब नहीं है, कितना पानी है लेकिन एक बूंद उसका नहीं पड़ता। और अंतिम क्षण में भी मेघ से प्रार्थना करता है कि मार दिया कोई नहीं, लेकिन मरते समय थोड़ा तो पिला दो, जिससे खुशी से शरीर चला जाए। तो ऐसे जिनकी स्थिति होती है कृष्ण के प्रति गुरुवत मार भी राख भी जो इच्छा नित्य शास्त्र की दुआ दी। हम आपके हैं, आपका अधिकार है, उसी अधिकार में ये भगवान से मांग करके मैं आपका हूं, इसलिए बहुत कुछ दे सकते, लेकिन आपने जो दिखाया जो दिया वो मिलने के बाद ये कौन ले। व्यक्ति को जब असली वस्तु का ज्ञान न हो, क्या चाहिए उसकी यदि पहचान न हो, समझना हो, तो जो कुछ मिल जाए ले लो। भागते चोर का लंगोटी, किसी घर में चोर घुसे और घर वाले जग गए और हल्ला मचा रहे, चोर चोर चोर, भागने लगे। मकान में तो बहुत माल है, अंदर में सोना चांदी क्या क्या तिजोरी में भरा है, लेकिन अब भाग रहा है, वहां रुकने का मौका नहीं, तो भागते भागते देखा कि लंगोटी एक कॉपी ने कच्चा कुछ टंगा है, उसी को लेके भाग रहा है। इसलिए कहावत है भागते चोर को लंगोटी क्यों मिलती। हम तो माया को भाग रहे हैं, भगवान के पास आकर के अंदर तक घुस करके नहीं देखते, बाहर ही कुछ मिल जाए उसी को लेके चलो मिल गए। लेकिन सच में तुम अंदर तक जा रहे हैं और गहराई में जाके कह रहे कि वरम देवम मोक्षम न मोछा बधिम्बा न चान्य गिरने हम बड़े साधती है इदंते बपुरनाथ गोपाल बालम सदा में मनस्का रियाप्तम इदंते मुखाम भोजम अवक्त लीलय मृतम कुंतल स्निग्ध रक्तश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुंबितम बिंबा रक्ता धरन में मनस्का विरास्तम अलम लक्षला। अलम लक्षलावे आपके पास रहने से आपसे अगर लाभ लेना चाहे तो आप लाखों लाभ दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि चिंता मनी है, कल्प वृक्ष के समान है, जो मांगे वही मिल जाएगा। हजारों लाभ होता है भगवान के चरणों में, लेकिन हजार लाभ के चक्कर में असली लाभ आदमी नहीं ले पाता। इसलिए मतलब से मतलब रखना चाहिए, जितने से अपना काम बनता है, जो लाभ लेना बहुत जरूरी है उस पर ध्यान देना चाहिए, सब कुछ नहीं है। तो कहते हैं बहुत कुछ दे सकते, मोक्ष दे सकते, आप पर देने वाले कितनों को मुक्ति दे दिए, कितनों को योग सिद्धि दे दिए, कितनों को स्वर्ग दे दिए, भोग दे दिए, सुख संपत्ति दे दिए, क्या नहीं आप दे सकते। लेकिन मैं सब नहीं चाहता, न मोक्ष चाहता हूं, जब मोक्ष त्याग दिया तो स्वर्ग आदि की बात ही कहा कर, वो तो मोक्ष से नीचे है जहां पर पतन होता है, काल समय पूर्ण होने पर जहां से धकेल दिया जाता है। तेतम भुक्त्वा स्वर्ग लोकम विशालम छिने पुण्यम मर्त लोकम विसंति एवं तय धर्म अनुप्रपन्ना गता गता काम कामा न बनते। विशाल स्वर्ग भोग करने के बाद, कल्प भर आयु बीतने के बाद वहां से गद्दी को आना होता है, पतन होता है। लेकिन मुक्ति में पतन नहीं। अगर वो इच्छा करे तो वहां से आ सकता है, लेकिन वहां से कोई धकेलता नहीं। तो ऐसे मोक्ष को भी नहीं चाहिए। और मोक्ष का जो अवधि वैकुंठ, और वैकुंठ में श्रवण कीर्तन आदि से जो प्राप्त होता है, उसमें प्रेम सेवा पुत्र मुक्ति, उस घना मुक्ति को, वैकुंठ जातीय वस्तु को मैं नहीं चाहता। वहां की कोई वस्तु, कोई सेवा मुझे नहीं चाहिए। वैसे लोग सेवा के पीछे सब कुछ छोड़ देते हैं। मत सेवया प्रतीतम थे सर्वोक्यादि चतुष्टयम ने छंति सेवया पूर्णा कुतु अन्य काल विकृतम। मेरी सेवा में स्वरूप सालोक शास्त्री सामिप्य समुक्तियां नहीं लेते। फिर साजुस की बात ही क्या है? वो तो व्याख्या है जो सर्वात्म गिरनी, आत्मसत्ता को ही गिर जाती, निगल जाती। ये सब हमें नहीं चाहिए। न जानने बिरने हम बड़े साधक हैं। आप वर देने में समर्थ इस, लेकिन हमें उससे नहीं चाहिए। कोई वर नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि वर कौन लेता है? जिसको भगवान के सौंदर्य माधुर्य पीड़ा का अनुभव नहीं। आप तो देव हैं, देव मतलब देव धातु पीड़ा, पीड़ा पर आए। और ब्रज में ब्रजवासियों को कुछ नहीं देते, इनको अपना संग देते, इनके साथ पीड़ा करते। और जब उनके साथ पीड़ा करते तो ये उस पीड़ा में इतना डूब जाते। देखेंगे जब कोई बच्चा के साथ खेल रहा होता है, उसमें उसको बुलावा, जा बेटा रसगुल्ला खा ले, आजा एक खा ले, आजा सो जा, आराम कर, एक करो कर, उसको कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगता। उसको खेल में रस इतना मिलता है, खाना पीना कुछ उसको अच्छा नहीं लगता। ऐसे जो भगवान के साथ पीड़ा पर आए हैं, समन युक्त है, उनको कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगता। इसलिए भक्त ने लिखा कि लपटी कामरिया पे राज तिहुपुर को बार डालो, आठों सिद्धि नव निधि के सुख नंद के गाय चराए के साथ, कोटि के कल धौत के धाम करील के कुंजन पे बार डालो, रसखान जब इन नयनन से ब्रज के बन बाग कड़ाग उधार। ये कृष्ण जो हाथ में लाठी पंसी सिंगा जो धारण करते हैं, कंधे पर कमल पीताम्बर रखते हैं, बोला ये लकड़ी, ये लाठी में, ये बंसी में इतना रस सौंदर्य है कि सखा लोग बस उस चरवाहे के साथ ही घूमते रहते हैं। कि लोकी का राज उनको नहीं चाहिए, ब्रह्म पदवी और ये सब इंद्र आदि बनने का कोई अभिलाषा नहीं, क्योंकि उससे तो भगवान से दूर होना पड़ता है। आज जब भगवान के संगी उनके साथ खेलते हो, दूर क्यों जाएंगे? इस सत्यवक्त मुनि कृष्ण की लीलाओं को देख रहे, अनुभव कर रहे, इसलिए वो ब्रह्मा शिव ये सब कुछ बनना नहीं चाहते, मुक्ति मुक्ति कुछ नहीं चाहते। जैसे विद्रसु ने प्रार्थना के गुरु जी उदाहरण दिए हैं, न नाग पृष्ठम न च पार्यवेष्ठम न सार्वभौमम न रसाधिपत्यम न योग सिद्धि अपुनर्भवम व समंजसत्वा विरजय कांच। हे अंजस, आपको छोड़ करके कुछ नहीं चाहिए। आपसे आपको मांगता हूं। वहां पर मना करके स्वर्ग नहीं चाहिए, इंद्र नहीं बनना चाहता, ब्रह्मा नहीं बनना चाहता, आतल भीतर सूतल तलातल में नहीं जाना चाहता, कुछ नहीं चाहता। मैं यहां का कोई प्रधानमंत्री या राष्ट्रपति बनना नहीं चाहता, कोई राजा महाराजा नहीं बनना चाहता। केवल आपके साथ में रहना चाहता, और वो भी कैसे? जैसे बछड़ा गैया के साथ में, पक्षी का शावक अपने मैया के साथ में, जैसे प्रिया प्रियतम के साथ में रहते हैं, ऐसे मैं आपके साथ रहना चाहता। लेकिन उस प्रेम में भी उनको थोड़ा सा अच्छा नहीं लगा। बछड़ा गैया से तब तक हूं हूं करके छटपटाता है जब तक उसका पेट न भर जाए। भर पेट दूध पीने के बाद बछड़ा भी एक तरफ सो जाता है, फिर वो व्याकुलता नहीं रहती। और चिड़िया का बच्चा भी चुगा खाने के बाद भूल जाता है। तो कहते हैं जैसे ब्रज की गोपियां, विरह की बात तो छोड़ो, मिलन में भी उनको लगता था कि कृष्ण से नहीं मिले, कभी उनको तृप्ति होती नहीं थी। उनका प्रेम कोई चिड़िया या बछड़े वाला नहीं है कि पेट भरा और आंख बंद कर दो, बाद में देखेंगे 4 घंटा बाद जब भूख लगेगी। यहां तो 24 घंटा तृप्ति नहीं होती। तैसे ब्रजवासियों की तरह मेरे को रूप चाहिए, वो लीला चाहिए। वरम देव मोक्षम न मोक्षा बधिम्बा न चान्य गिरने हम बड़े साधती है। इदंते बपुरनाथ गोपाल बालम सदा में मनस्कर विरास्तम। इदंते बपुरनाथ, ये जो आपका जो बपू है, गोपाल बाल गोपाल, परम मधुर है। ये सब समय मन में स्फूर्ति को प्राप्त हो। जैसे गोपियां बाल गोपाल के पीछे लगी रहती है, अरे बाल गोपाल है बाल गोपाल, लेकिन बड़ा नटखट, शांति से नहीं करता। ये मन में सब आपका लीला गोपाल वाला मन में आता है। सुबह से लेकर शाम तक बैठते नहीं, आराम नहीं करते। किसी के बछड़ा खोल देंगे, किसी का गैया खोल देंगे, किसी को खिड़की खोल देंगे, किसी का घर खोल देंगे, किसी को मटकी तोड़ देंगे, किसी को मक्खन लूट लेंगे, किसी को चोटिया बांध देंगे, कुछ नहीं कुछ। वो कीर्तन करो, कान्हा भागा लाल कौन गा सकता है?
मैं करूं।
ऐसा कर।
कहाँ पर है?
Oh no, I have to finish it.